Grande Marshall, correct? Or Grand Marshall? Or are you particular?
I'm not particular anymore. It used to be Grand Marshall, and I used to correct people on it. It used to be Grande for short, Grand Marshall, long ways. But when we got down to Texas, everyone was saying Grande Marshall. I'm like, well, everyone at these shows and on the fader stream is gonna hear Grande Marshall, so I'm gonna just rock with it from now. I'm not even gonna go through the process of what I did the last year, telling people how to say my name. So, but it's like with that, it determines like who's been listening for how long. You know what I'm saying? If you know, so you know what I'm saying, it's cool if you know Grand Marshall or Grande Marshall. So either or, whatever you're comfortable with.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I got you right now.
It's cool. I appreciate it.
No problem. All right. So the first question is, would you please introduce yourself to the Stars audience?
I'm Grand Marshall. I'm born and bred in Philly. Lived in Maryland. Lived out in Columbia. My mom's from DC. My grandmother from Sherman Avenue. My cousin live out Congress Heights. I'm saying we really be out here. And yeah, I'm saying I'm a rapper. I'm regular though. Like I'm a regular dude. Like I'm nobody special for real. Like you know what I mean.
How old are you?
I'm 19. I turned 20 in September.
Found it. 93 babies.
Yeah, you already know.
Okay, so you say you were born and raised in Philly, but you said you've lived in the area. You lived in Columbia.
I lived in Columbia. I went to church in Glendale. I went to Reed Temple.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I used to go down Bowie when I was a young boy. When I used to live, when I was little, my mom and my pops, when they were together, we used to go down to Bowie, Maryland, every now and then. Yeah, I mean, all of my family on my mom's side is from like the DC, Maryland area, all through like PG County. I got cousins that went to Roosevelt, Eleanor and Theodore. My cousin went to Duval. My cousin Ashley, she went to Blair. Cousin went to Kennedy. Cousin went to Northwood.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that should be funny because I be meeting people from out here or whatever. And I'll talk to him and be like, yeah, like I know what's thinking too about DC or whatever, and I tell him, and then like I've had people get like a little aggressive. I'll be like, damn, like what you want me to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have no control over that.
It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, bro, rap, and I like that. Like I had like go-go like playing in the house when we was living in Philly, and like even we had like I knew about Chuck Brown, like you know what I'm saying, CCB and TOB, you know what I'm saying, and Backyard and Rare Essence and all that. Like you know what I'm saying, like I got it on my phone, like I ride around that shit. Even when I be in Philly, you know, I'll be back home in Philly, like I ride around to that. So, you know what I'm saying? I still get crashed from Rough and Ready on Bladensburg Road when I come back down here. Like,
look at you.
Like, yeah, like niggas know what's up. Like,
well, would you say that has influenced your music?
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, that kind of soul, like, that's down here, and it's like the same kind of thing. Well, not the same kind of soul, you know what I'm saying? Because each city has a different vibe, but you know what I'm saying? Like, with everything that I've gotten, you know, being from Philly and growing up in Philly, as well as everything, like, you know, living out here and my experiences out here and whatnot, like, I don't know, it's made me a well-rounded person, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot living in Philly, living in the DC, Maryland area, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, just being exposed to both sides. You know what I'm saying, of the coin or whatever, and yeah, it's definitely made me a greater person and definitely a greater musician, I feel like.
Well, good. So I also have heard a lot of drug-influenced beats and references in your music. So, do you smoke to enhance your creative process? Do you meditate, or is it one of those occasional things?
Oh hell no, it's not occasional. But it's not for any type of creative. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm against it because it's however you get down, but that's, you know, I don't even know how really to express like how I feel about that, because it's like because I want to respect another person's creative process, but on the other hand, like that's just not how I get down, because I feel like, yo, like if you got that, you don't need this plant, even if it's from the earth, even if it's, you know what I'm saying, even if it's from the earth, you don't need this to enhance a God-given talent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but like I said, it's however you get down. But I smoke weed to smoke weed. Like I don't even.
That's real.
Yeah, niggas like to smoke weed and write raps, and I do that occasionally sometimes. But that shit gets out of hand. Like I like really sometimes be like trying to smoke a blunt and write a rap at the same time, and it just become a mess. And like yeah, like I don't know, like and it's like it's such a. I feel like weed is such a sociable drug. Like you know what I'm saying, and
especially
like,
lately.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it's a weed that brings you around, it brings you around different people and brings you, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, like last time I was down here, I was smoking on College Park and like that shit was wild. And after like the Duke game and like that shit was wild, but you know what I'm saying? And it's like it creates an experience like that. So like, not to say like, oh, I don't want to be bothered with writing raps, but I don't want to be bothered with writing raps. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would just rather be chilling. Like when it's time to do that shit, like I have time, you know what I'm saying, to do that. You know what I mean? But like when I'm just smoking weed, like I'm just smoking weed, like. And it's like, I don't know, like it is just that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like smoking weed is just smoking weed. Like when I don't, like, I mean, like anybody who does something like that constantly and that consistently that long, you know, when you don't get it or whatever, like for like a day or how long, like yeah, like you'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like that does happen, but like smoking weed is like smoking weed. I've never really been one to stress about it, like when we travel sometimes and shit, like, you know what I mean, I ain't bringing shit on the plane, like fuck out of here, like never in my life, like, and I got homies who got away with many a times, but you know what I'm saying, like, but nah, like it's just like sometimes, like if it's not around, like it's just not around, and you just gotta deal with it, like, you know what I'm saying, but like, I mean, if I have weed, like I'm gonna smoke it, and if I got shit for, you know, the extra, you know what I'm saying, the get money shit, like that's what it's for. But you know what I mean, it's as far as that, like it's not like a dependency, like I gotta do it the right raps or anything. Like even like songs about weed, like songs like Triz, like I was high as shit, but I wasn't like that was afterwards, like, you know what I'm saying, like it wasn't during. So, but like, you know what I'm saying, but that's not even, but it wasn't like we did it just cause, but like it was just like out of spite. Like I wrote Weed, Water, and Women and wasn't even high. I was drunk. Like we were down in South Philly, like stranded in the studio, and we were just, they had like beers in the fridge, and we were just killing the beers all night because we ain't had no bread to go get nothing to drink.
That's real.
Yeah, so we was just drinking the beers like all night, and I was fucked up, and I just started playing beats and wrote Weed, Water, and Women, a song about weed, but I was drunk, like, you know what I'm saying, and I haven't like really, I had champagne, fucking. Yeah, right. I was about to say I ain't drunk. I haven't drinking anything, but fucking I had champagne last time I was in New York. Fucking I guess before Mugga Man came out, so that's like a week ago. Fucking but we had just done the release party for the Faded Four, so I wanted to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? So I did that.
Actually, what I want to ask you next.
And I did that, and I got the champagne on the humble for my mans. I got it from my manager. I got it from him. We were gonna go out to lunch or whatever, some BYOB shit. And I was just gonna bring the drone out and, you know what I'm saying, and just pop that joint. And, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna get mimosas and this, that, and the third, and we were gonna eat lunch. You know what I'm saying? That's my man. That's my manager. Is my man. That's my bro. Like yeah, cause I'm like yo, like me and him like been through so much. So it's like dog, like we got this shit now. Like it's time to flex. I'm gonna flex. It's pull up. Like you know what I mean. So yeah.
You deserve that right now. Yeah. I know that your project 800 got pretty good reviews when it dropped last year. So now that you've just released Mugga Man, how do you think the public will receive it?
I don't know. I've seen a lot of people say a lot of good things. I've seen people say it was too long. I'm waiting for people to catch why it was 21 songs on there.
It's only been a week, right?
Yeah, it's only been a week. But
let it marinate.
Yeah,
you know?
But even with that, it's only been a week, and on live mixtapes, it's like I don't even know what it's at right now. But the last time I checked, yesterday in the morning, it was like 65, 68,000. So you know, that's like that's a week. Like that's wild. I don't even think 800 did those type of numbers. So you know, for that kind of response and those kind of numbers, and like the mixtape rating is high as shit. Like it's up there with like Chris John that just dropped or whatever, and like with the most recent Johns for like I don't know for what the time frame is, but I know it's like it's well in the top 10 for the most like popular Johns and the highest rated Johns on not of all time, but you know like of like the currently, last like currently and shit, like it's up there. So like that's kind of shit, like I appreciate that kind of stuff. And like Mass Appeal said they liked it, the Fader, you know, they had to party for it, so you know what I'm saying, they were fucking with it. Spin said it was the rap music release of the week. That was an incredible write-up. That was good.
Congratulations.
I saw a write-up on Tumblr, and somebody was saying like how they appreciated this, and it allowed them to appreciate 100 more because it gave them like a 360 view of a musician, and they were like, well, like you never really get like that kind of opportunity, especially demonstrated this well. Like shit, shout out to Cut and Pratt. Well, I don't know if we can shout out the blogs on y'all shit, but fucking shout out to Cut and Practice. And that was an incredible write-up. So I like to see stuff like that. Like the homie MP who produced a lot of stuff on there, he had asked me, I don't know how long ago, but he had asked me what I thought about what people were saying, and I told them to be quite honest, like I hadn't been paying attention, and I had decided that for this project because I feel like when you pay attention to what the peanut gallery is saying, you know, it's the peanut gallery, it's going to distort, like, you know, your creative process and your quality of music and where you're going sonically. So I decided to, like, I see the comments and I'll flip through them and laugh at them. Like, that's like some of that shit, like, you know, it's been a couple people who got me a couple times on, like, on other sites and shit or whatever, but, like, I just be sitting through them Johns and I just be like, man, like, shit going over your head, or, like, I won't say, because somebody said I sound like somebody, and I'm not going to, like, disrespect the person or whatever, because I'm saying they doing their thing, but I was just like, you dumb as shit, like, you know, like, you don't, like, you know what I mean, like, face ass, like, you don't know what you talking about, like, you know what I mean, like, real shit, like, real rap, like, I've, like, seen, like, mad shit, and I'm like, damn, like, you, like, y'all niggas be dumb as shit, like, y'all niggas really be on the internet for real.
It's a lot of people that won't give new artists, especially young new artists, a listen, because they think that everything secular, everything sounds the same, everything is repetitive. But when you don't give artists that chance, you kind of stifle their growth. Not only, you know, in the mainstream, but in terms of creatively. Because there are people who won't give you a listen, they can't give you positive or negative feedback that will allow you to creatively grow. So I'm glad that you pay attention to a certain extent of what people say, because I guarantee you the same place that you are this year will be way below where you are next year if you keep up what you're doing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
No problem. All right, so tomorrow, or today, matter of fact, it is 12/28. It is officially 420. So I don't know if you celebrate 420. I don't know if you got anything special planned.
Yo, like I said, like, smoking weed is smoking weed. Like, yo, fucking the niggas follow my Instagram. Like, they seen what kind of shit we was fucking with, like, yesterday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we, like, I'm not, like, not to, like to sound like one of them boys, like, oh, look, I get big high, but it's like, you know what I'm saying, like, we not playing around over here.
You do what you do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, like, we do what we do, like, you know what I'm saying, so it's like, as far as 420, it's like, yeah, like, if you get high, like, you get high, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's been 420s where I ain't smoked, like, you know what I'm saying, like, cause it just didn't happen, like, you know what I mean, like, but, like, the next day or any other, for, like, the people who really be like, oh, like, they be getting high, like, if you really be getting high like that, like,
you don't gotta talk about it.
Yeah, you don't gotta talk about it, and you can just do that shit whenever, like, yo, we can do this shit a drop of a dime, like, you know what I'm saying, like, real shit, like, anywhere, like, real rap, and we smoke anywhere, like, I won't even say that, where we just did over here, I ain't even gonna do that, but fucking,
if you go in Maryland, it don't matter.
Yeah, but, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we do that shit anywhere, like, fucking, I rode up on subway trains, like, we smoked on empty, like, MTA trains and shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, we'll get into that.
Was this in Philly, was this in DC?
Nah, in New York, I wouldn't do that shit here, definitely not in DC, I definitely would not do that shit in Philly, but, you know what I'm saying, in New York, we was on there, like, it wasn't late, we were going to a birthday party, and so the party had just, like, started, whatever, it was probably, like, around 11 something, and I guess this car just happened to be empty, and I was like, fuck it, and rolled up on the joint, and we smoked on it up until we got to, like, Brooklyn Junction, because, of course, like, that shit it's, like, definitely, like, fills up there, and, like, we just tossed that shit out, and then, like, we hopped, and then we got onto, like, a whole other train. I know they was on that shit, like, golly, catching one in this bitch, but fucking, yeah, nah, smoking is smoking, like, I don't know, I feel like that kind of shit where it's, like, that's, like, that shows like dependency or whatever, and I'm like kind of against that or whatever, because you know what I'm saying, not me personally, but I've seen what, like, drugs have done to people and whatnot, and I just, you know what I'm saying, like, when just the basics of a dependency is just like, it's unsettling to me or whatever.
It's psychologically based, and it creates a whole domino effect. So I'm glad you have a limit. I'm glad you know your limit. Higher limit.
Like, real shit, I'm not one of them boys that just, like, I used to, like, try this shit, like, trying smoking, so, but fucking, like, even, like, right now, like, I got, like, a cough or whatever, and I be smoking, and it's like I got asthma too, so it's like asthma, the smoke, and the fucking phlegm or whatever the fuck is in here and shit, and, like, I smoke, and I be like, golly, like, it's like, it'd be hard to breathe, and I be like, oh, nah, I'm done with this shit, and, like, sometimes niggas be looking, and I ain't like, fuck y'all, like, nigga, I'm sick, like, you know what I mean, I'm not about to die to be cool with y'all, like, you know what I mean, like, I'm not about to just KO, because I'm trying to be high as y'all, man, like, I'm sick over here, like, y'all know what's up. But you know what I'm saying, smoking is smoking.
I respect it. Okay, thank you for putting on a good show.
Of course, appreciate it.
You know, the crowd was a little iffy. They weren't all the way in by the time you hit the stage.
And that shit was wild. Like, when I was up there doing 2-3 shit and North Philly shit, because we ain't done like 2-3 shit since 420 last year, and fucking That's wild. I just remember that at 420 last year when we did 2-3 shit, I didn't even perform that shit fully then because I was sick and high and drunk and had a headache or whatever. So my mans was like, yo, you gotta perform 2-3 shit. You gotta perform 2-3 shit. I'm like, dog, I'm sick. Like I'm like fucked up. So like we like going back and forth. I'm like, dog, I'm sick. Like I don't want to do this shit. Like if you want to hear this song so bad, you fucking perform it. And handed this nigga the mic, drunk as shit, and he went up there and like, did like half of the shit or whatever. But like I don't know, and I don't think that's not why I have it in a sense. But like you know what I'm saying, like when you do shit like that, it's like damn, like you kind of don't want to touch it because it's like perfect right now. Like it's kind of like it's up there, like damn, like me and my bro just did that shit. But fucking nah, like we did that, and then we did North Philly shit. I'm like I see people rocking or whatever, and I'm like damn, like I'm up there feeling it, and I'm like, damn, I ain't done this shit in so long, and like niggas not even really turned up like that. But I like, and I tell like my homies and shit, like whatever, like my homies in the great outdoors, whatever, because they're doing their thing. And my homie Fry and Izzle, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're doing their thing and whatnot, rapping is you know whatnot with the different members of the Petty Boys, and it's like I tell them all the time, like no matter who's there. Or, you know what I'm saying, whether the crowd is participating or not, like, you gotta go out there and perform because you never know who is in that crowd.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know who is coming to see you. Like there has been shows, even now, like, after the deal, there's been shows when it's been, like, the first show we did at South by was at, like, a restaurant or whatever, and it was in, like, the back somewhere, and that joint was hot. Like, that joint was cool because it was mad intimate, and there was only, like, 8 or 9 people there. Or whatever, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they had the rest of the restaurant, but for the people who came for the show, it was like 8 or 9 people, and I still came out there and did it. Like, we'll do sets, and we'll have shit for like shit like tonight with all the turned up shit. But like, it'll be sometimes we get to a venue, and I'll be like, it's only like 5 people here at BZ. Let's do the chill shit. Let's bring them in with Anslinger's Revenge, blah blah blah. And so like, we gonna do the more relaxed shit. But and like, you know what I'm saying, like we vary with that kind of stuff. But who's here? So regardless of how many people come out or how many people are participating, like I'm always going to like give my all, like as next to like making this shit, like to go out and perform it and to like show people like, yo, this is my craft, like this is me, like I don't even know, like this is like, it's like I'm at work, like you know what I'm saying, like I take so much pride into being on stage and like how I perform and the songs that I perform. Like I don't like when people mess with my set. I don't like when people try and throw songs on my set, like as far as like you know, like the people like not as fans or whatever. Like people want to do requests. Like the shit tonight was the first time we did that. When Boy was like, yo, do Dedicated. Like that was the first time, or because I was feeling it. But like if it's like people who were behind the scenes or whatever, like you know what I'm saying. Not on like some like like mad at somebody shit, but it's like you know what I'm saying. But it's like this is my job. Like this.
That's your craft.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. And I feel like not even like as a rapper. You don't go to work in the studio, you go to work on stage because you record and you make the song, you put out the song, but people come out to see you perform. You're supposed to demonstrate this because anyone can go on a record and talk, but it's like how do you convey what you're talking about like through your body action and through your presence on stage. It's like a one-man act, you know what I'm saying? It's like a one-man play or whatever. And I don't know, I take so much pride and I love doing shows. Like I love coming out to do shows. Like I hate being home sometimes. Like sometimes I really do. Sometimes I really hate being home. I'll be like, damn, like I want to perform somewhere, like something, like you know what I'm saying, and like we'll do like some chill shit or whatever, something intimate, like 20 people. Or we'll do something where it's a lot of people and we'll wild out. But like anywhere we do it, it's gonna be a good show. Like that's like my guarantee. Like you come to a Grand Marshal show, he might get hype and he might get in his zone and you know what I'm saying, and like not rap the shit because he up here feeling it or whatever, like he in his bag or whatever. But you know what I'm saying, when you see Grand Marshal on stage, like it's gonna be a good show. And like I don't know, like that's just like something that, like I always try to push, like this is my job, like, and that's why I be like I'm on my job, I won't take off, like, cause I want to be performing, like I want to keep doing shows and doing shows, like I'm hyped to go on tour and to see the country and to see the world, and you know what I'm saying, like it's like you get out and get to touch the people, like you really get to put your music in somebody's hands for real, like anyone can download your music and anyone can get your tape from somewhere or from somebody and shit, but to go out and perform and to really interact with the crowd, like even if, like I said, even if they're not interacting with you, but to just go out there and to be out there and to show people who you are and shit, it's like that's so cool. Like I don't know, like just even like talking about that shit, I be like, damn. Like,